How effective is blogging nowadays, especially in 2020 and 2021? Can you actually make money from maintaining a blog now? Let's talk about that. Don't go anywhere. So there's a lot of me in this one screen right here, as you can see. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to make money through blogging, and is it really something you could do, nowadays in 2020 and all that good stuff? Well, let me just explain something to you. With any method for making money online, there's always going to be some dips and valleys, there's always going to be some, I think the term is hills and valleys. Yeah. So you're always going to get high points and you're always going to get low points. And so in certain seasons, there may be some methods that don't necessarily work for certain people, but in that exact same season, it may actually work with other people. And when I say work, I don't really believe that it's an autonomous thing that, a blog chooses to work for so-and-so, but not for so-and-so. I really think it's all about your approach. And I believe that anyone can be successful if they choose to tweak certain things, test and try it, and get to the point, be consistent, of course. That's most importantly of all, is be consistent about it and get to the point where you are actively, working your craft, and then you finally hit that breakthrough. The cool thing about making money online, whether it's blogging or anything else, is that you always work until you hit that breaking point. And once you hit that breaking point, it's like a switch in your head gets flipped. And all of a sudden you remove this disbelief that you have in your head. And now it's like, whoa, this is legit. But it's not this, it's you. You have to understand that, a car cannot move without the driver in the, hitting the accelerate. So keep that in mind, because, you're going to see on YouTube and other platforms where people are saying, well, you shouldn't, you can't make real money doing this or doing that or doing this or doing that. All of that's bonkers. The reason why they're telling you that is because they want to pull you into a sales pitch. They want to share with you their method of doing whatever, and they want to harp on your emotions. So that's why they'll tell you that. But honestly, legit, you can make money from any platform, especially any of the platforms that I'm teaching you here on this channel. They're all as relevant today as they were before, and actually more so because of the simple fact that we're in a digital age, more so in 2020, since most people are staying home as often as possible. So with that in mind, let's get into the whole aspect of YouTube. Now, blogging. What you can see here is, this is my blog. I wanted to show you this on an earlier video, but there was some sort of weird glitch and I had to get it figured out. But yeah, you can take a look at it now. This is the bloggingrapper.com. And I've been running this since 2012. I've stopped posting here for quite a bit. I may get back into it in near future, but there's a lot of things in the back end I need to do. But yeah, this is my blog. I'm really proud about it. And so can you make money through blogging in 2020? Yeah. Now, some people will tell you that making money through blogging is more of a slow income earner. It takes a while. Some people don't see actual legitimate results until a year, sometimes more. But what I'm kind of hearing from people, the magic number seems to be a year. And that, in a lot of cases, is actually true. Now, of course, you're thinking, oh my gosh, I can't blog for a year. Well, look at it this way. First of all, that's not true in all cases. And I'll explain to you how you could get results quicker than a year. Secondly, this goes back into one of the core things that I teach you, and that is you need to find something that interests you. You need to find something that makes you happy, so that blogging is not seen as a chore, it's seen as a fun activity, right? This is something that if you never made money from it, and we know that's not the case, we know that you will make money from it, but even if you never, ever make money from it, you won't look back on this and see that this was lost time. You would see this as, wow, this is fun because, I was blogging about stuff that I actually really, really like, So when you look at it from that perspective, it's okay if you don't get paid right away because you are excited about what you're writing about on your blog. And again, I say this all the time, is that when you're excited about what you're writing about, when you create the content that has value, and value is, things that from the expression from within. So you express yourself through these blog posts, you get excited about it, you take the time to write them, and you toss in some fun looking graphics and all that good stuff. When you take the time to cater to every post on your blog and you make it, fun for you, then, it absolutely will get money. There's literally no way that you cannot get money from your blog if you go from that approach. Because the cool thing is that when you post a blog article, it's out there. It's going to gain traction. So you could post a blog article, and a year from now, that blog article is ranking higher and higher and higher to the point where it's way up there on the page 1 results of Google. And so even if you're not getting a lot of traction on it now, you absolutely will in a year's time. Now, for those that are looking for the quick fix, sure, that doesn't seem very satisfying, but imagine if a year from now you start getting checks from things and you don't even know how you're getting them. And then once you trace back your steps and everything, you come to realize, oh snap, I made that check from this one thing that I posted on my blog a year ago. And if it happens to be a recurring commission type of thing, then that's pretty darn sweet, right? So that's like, oh snap, I'm getting recurring commission from a blog article. This is fantastic, right? So think of it that way, because that is 100% possible, and that's something that I'm teaching, and a lot of people will teach that are trying to teach people how to make money online through blogging. That's absolutely a really, really good and lucrative way to make money. And the more, think about it this way: if you make, let's say, $25 per commission on one blog article, right? Let's assume, I'll pull this up here. All right, so one blog article, you get a recurring commission of $25 for one sale. In time, let's say you get about 50 people to convert. So, in time, you could get this every single month. This is recurring commission for 50 people who buy a recurring commission type of product that you talk about and reference in your blog article. Now, this is just for one product and for one blog article. If you write, I know we're kind of reaching for the stars here, but let's say you write 10 articles and over time they all gain traction, and let's just say, for the sake of argument, they all happen to be $25 commission, and let's just say, for the sake of argument, at least 50 people for every single article jumps in, right? This obviously will take time. This is not something that we'll see right away, but let's just imagine for a moment if the power of one article got you over $1,000 in recurring commission for 50 people. Let's times that by 10 articles and see what you get. And you get $12,500. Now, again, these are all just numbers. They're speculative. It really depends on various, variables. But think of it this way. This is the power of blogging. This is something that you can absolutely do. It requires you to be 100% committed, consistent, and really going forward. If something doesn't work, you tweak it instead of just giving up, right? So if your blog article, if any given article is not really getting traction, you can always tweak the article. Just because you posted an article a year ago doesn't mean that you never have to touch it again. You can go back and update articles that you posted a year ago. You can update old articles and include keywords and stuff like that are high ranking, and then start getting traction that way, right? So think about it that way. Just because you've posted a lot of articles and you're not getting any traction on any of them doesn't mean that it's a lost cause. You could go back tweak them, update them, make them more relevant, make sure that they rank well, make sure that they, check off all the little tick boxes on Google. Well, Google needs this, and just watch it happen. It grows naturally. This is what's called organic traffic. Organic traffic is when people naturally look on Google for something, and you just happen to have that something. So when they go to your site from Google, from looking for something, that's organic traffic. So, and then the power of having a blog that, has the stuff I'm going to show you in just a few minutes is phenomenal. So, can you make money blogging? Absolutely. But I am telling you, you have to be consistent. You have to be committed. And it is completely boring. I agree 100%. It is completely boring running a blog for the sake of running a blog. It's not boring if you enjoy what you're writing about. Well, what if I'm not a writer? Well, that's okay. If you're not a writer, like in the sense of like, well, I don't type very well. It takes me, I type on a keyboard like this, one letter at a time. I'm not a good typist. I don't really, I'm not fast at typing or anything like that. I do have a lot of spelling errors. That's okay. Now, for spelling errors, you could get Grammarly. Grammarly is 100% free, as far as I know. I use Grammarly for both my web browsers that I use on my computer. And every single time I type a typo, it lets me know, and I correct it. So Grammarly is really cool for those who deal with typos. If you don't type very well, just get it out there, start typing, and then Grammarly will automatically alert you, and you just click to fix it. It fixes it once you click it. So it's real easy. If you take a long time, well, maybe you need practice. It's kind of like working a muscle, You don't have six-pack abs, don't you? Right? Or do you? I don't know. Do you have a six-pack abs? Well, if you want those six-pack abs, you got to work it out, right? So, maybe you don't really enjoy it or whatever. Okay, well, if you don't enjoy typing, period, then maybe blogging isn't the right thing for you. But I'm telling you, if you can get into it, maybe the thing is you just lack experience. Maybe you're just like, well, I don't think I would like blogging, but, to be honest, I've never really given it a try before. I'd say give it a try. I'd say try it out. If it turns out you just don't like it, even if it's about a topic that you love, well, that's a key indicator that maybe blogging is not the right platform for you. I'm not trying to sell you on blogging. I'm just letting you know that this is a good platform for making money. It stands the test of time. It's been a great income generator for years and for thousands of people. So, and you may hear that a lot of the big famous YouTubers, they don't blog anymore or whatever. Well, because they want to go for the easy money. And for the most part, people who want to get in front of a camera typically don't like typing. They like performing. They like being in front of a camera, not behind it, right? So, it is what it is. Blogging may be for you, may not be for you, but it is definitely a way to make money. Now, moving on to how to expedite your results, because like I said, there's a lot of people that kind of say that the magic number is a year or more, and the reason for that is because it takes time for a blog to really get in there and rank on Google, and depending on what you're writing about, the topic that you're writing about may be a high competitive thing on Google. So, if you're writing about something that's very popular, that everybody's writing about, there's going to be a lot of competition to get your article ranked high up on Google, because a lot of people are typing it. Now, if you go for the low-hanging fruit, topics that aren't necessarily as popular, but enough people are looking for it, then you could rank a lot easier on the first pages of Google. The thing is, you may not get as many, leads effortlessly as you would for one of those high competitive things, but it's a lot harder to rank on the high competitive stuff. So you may see success, and I recommend starting off with the low-hanging fruit stuff. Now, we can get into all of that later, but right now let's talk about how to expedite your results. So The 1 year method, whatever, this is more based on the organic traffic method that we're talking about, But if you want to see quicker results, well, this goes into something that's very obvious, and that obvious thing is it's going to cost you money. If you want to start making money quicker, then you're going to need a budget for running ads. You're going to have to run ads to your blog, right? That's going to help you to rank quicker. So obviously, if you toss gasoline on the fire's going to grow. But if you don't got the gasoline, then you just have to use your fan and just fan the flames. It's a lot harder. It takes longer to see results that way than it does by tossing gas on the fire. You throw gas on the fire grows automatically and quickly. You fan the flames, it will grow. You know it will, but it takes more effort on your end, and it takes a little bit longer. So that's really the difference between tossing money on your blog articles to see it show up quicker and get traffic. But then it's not organic. Organic is like fanning the flames. It takes longer. It will work, but it takes a little bit longer and more effort on your part. So running ads, that's pretty much all I can say. And so you may notice the way that I have my, let's analyze my blog real quick. You may notice that the way I have it structured is the first thing I have is a free gift. You type in your email address, you click join now, and this adds you to my mailing list. So obviously, like I said, you may not get millions of dollars right away, but this is a long-term type of game. So if you don't click on any of my links, if you don't join any, buy any of my products, then maybe I can get you to buy one over time by pitching to you in my email newsletter. So it's always important to have something like this. You create a free incentive, and then you tell them what they're going to get, and they drop in their email address, click join now, and then add it to your email list. That way you can market to them in the future. But let's take a look at one of these articles here. And I think we're going to go for, so I have my three main areas of my blog is tech, media, and video games. These three areas I love to talk about. So as you can see, when it comes to my blog, it's effortless for me simply because I really enjoy these three topics. But let's go ahead and click on something like this here, the Dreamcast. I love the Sega Dreamcast. For those who missed it, people who are too young to know what a Sega Dreamcast was, you totally missed out. This came out in 1999, discontinued in 2001. Sega used to make consoles. Sega is what owns Sonic the Hedgehog. Little known fact if you don't know it. But anyway, so here you see, this is one of my articles. And you see that I actually have a YouTube video posted here. So from this video, I created some content. I started to write some of the things that I discussed in the video. So I wrote, this was the top 5 things you didn't know about Dreamcast. And so here are the 5 things. You'll notice that I've inserted, related links. So this actually, okay, so problem here, I just ran out of battery on my mouse here. So I can't go, I can use my keyboard, okay. All right, I'm gonna have to figure this out. But anyway, the related thing that you see right there on the screen, this goes to other articles on my blog. So if you like what you're reading, you could click on other articles that are within the same category, and that way it keeps people on your site. So the cool thing about Google that you need to know is that the longer a person is on your site, the more authority you start to earn with Google. So it helps you to rank better. If Google notices that people stay longer on your site than just coming and going, it tells Google that you actually have value, and you can rank a lot easier organically. So here's the 5 stuff. Here's another related article, and here is, you see the banner that says buy a Sega Dreamcast now? This is an affiliate offer. This is how I make money. Well, one of the ways I make money through my blog. Actually, this is pretty much the main, is essentially the way to make money on your blog. Notice how on the right-hand corner here, you see an Amazon little box banner ad, right? That's also an affiliate link. Essentially, I think this is Google's AdSense or something like that. And so I place it here, and then it generates stuff that's relevant to the content. The reason why it's showing Amazon is because this banner here by Sega Dreamcast Now, notice how you see the little Amazon A on the right corner? That's because I created this banner, by the way. That's because that links you to buy a Sega Dreamcast on Amazon. So the cool thing is that Google knows, like Google can read and decipher what your content is about, and using their ads platform can create ads that is relevant to the content on your blog. So in this case, it's correctly linking to Amazon. So if you click on that Amazon banner right there and you buy something from Amazon, I'll get money for that. And on the right here where it says get your free gift, it's the same thing as the homepage. So you fill that out, you're on my list. I can market more stuff to you and get products and, promote my products and make money that way. So that's two ways. Obviously, the email method is a little bit of a longer game, but still. And going back down here, this is the third method, which is affiliate products. So it just so happens that this links to to buy a Sega Dreamcast on Amazon, and it's because this article is about the Sega Dreamcast. So essentially, I could write about anything. I could write about any topic, and as long as I can find an affiliate product to link it in my article, I can make money on that. So the key here is that you want to create value. You want to show people whatever it is that they're looking for. You want to give that to them. You're basically a problem solver. If people have a problem, if they're looking for something, you need to be the person that can give them what they're looking for. So with that in mind, let me just turn this off real quick. With that in mind, you can create a key strategy for creating your blog, because you have things that you really care about that excites you, and then you start writing articles about it, and then you start linking it up with the banner ads from Google. You start linking it up with affiliate offers. It could be from Amazon. It could be from anywhere. There's so many affiliate products, affiliate services, so many affiliate things out there, seriously. So you can just create a banner or whatever. And then last but not least is make sure that you are getting people on that email list, because people may come here, they may really like it, like, oh wow, Sega Dreamcast, but after reading it, they probably decide, okay, well, bye, and then they leave. But what if I can email this article to them again at a later time? What if when they first see this article, they say that they want a Dreamcast, but they just don't have the money? Maybe 2 weeks from now, they will have the money, but they'll forget all about you. So if you have them on your email list, you can email them back, through an autoresponder or whatever, and remind them that they were on your site looking at the Sega Dreamcast. Back then, they didn't have the money. 2 weeks later, they do. And so, even though the first glance looking at this, that you didn't get the sale, now that they're in a position to buy from you, they will. So this is the approach you need to take, because, it may not seem like upfront money immediately, but if you have a good strategy in place, man, you can make tons of cash on your blog. And if you wanted to expedite things, it's going to take an investment of startup capital to run ads for your blog, but it's entirely doable. And think about it this way. You may spend money on ads to start, but as long as the sales come in, they can actually cover your ads going forward. And now there's no out-of-pocket expenses. You're just feeding the beast the same amount as always, and you're getting more sales. And you could even scale up. From that point, you could scale up and take some of that profit margin and reinvest it into your ads. And then that will generate more sales. Then you raise up your ad budget again and again and again and again, and you'll still have that profit margin sitting above your ad expenses. So that's how you raise a strong business, even through something like blogging. You could do that entirely in 2020 and 2021 and every year going forward. It is entirely possible. So anyway, I would click on this link here. I wanted to show you like Amazon, and I wanted to show you the Dreamcast product page on Amazon, but my mouse died in the middle of this recording, and so I can't click on it. I'm using my keyboard, but you get the idea. So that's all I got for now, and hope you enjoyed this video. All right, so hope you enjoyed that video. As always, give a thumbs up. Let the YouTube algorithm know that you enjoyed the value from these videos. And don't forget to click that subscribe button and also the bell notification so you can be notified of new videos when I have them. And last but not least, if you want to know how I'm able to turn my blog into an affiliate marketing machine, feel free to click that link in the description box below, and that'll set you up with a business in the box type of thing where everything is pretty much done for you. You just got to set it up, and I'll be glad to coach you and help you along the way. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. It's Jason. Much love, God bless, and as always, peace.
I should make money for free. Yeah, that's how money works. Money for free. If I ain't got a boss, then it's not a legal way to make money. You gotta know that's true, right? You gotta have a boss that, okay. The only way to make money is by spending a crazy amount of time. If I'm not like slave or nothing like that, okay. But, okay, here we go. Nobody makes money from home. This COVID thing is just a fluke. We're gonna be in office again, and if you seriously want to help me, you should just give me money. That's how you can show me